Well, we're live.
Oh, brilliant.
So, this is We Play Games Badly Studio with me, Paul, and
me, Kieran.
So, we're going to give you a quick update on the game's progress. We're getting very close to releasing the demo.
Yep.
Very, very, very close.
Very exciting time.
It is, yeah. Stressful.
Yeah, yeah, innit? Juggling your day job and this as well, innit?
It's pretty hard. So, I think we'll start with the current game. So we're almost ready to release the demo, which is it's like more of a concept sort of first level with all the mechanics in it. Well, most of the mechanics, not all of them.
It's basically you'll get like one kind of like biome to play in, which will be the city area, and we've nearly got all the mechanics in place and a bunch of units what you can blow up, bunch of buildings you can blow up, and you can expect more of this in the actual final game. But this is just like proof of concept of the actual game, but you can play it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. It's it's getting there. But if we move on to we're going to show you the upcoming units and mechs. So I'm going to switch to Discord. Right, that's on your screen now, Kieran.
All right, yeah. So we redesigned an older unit and updated him. This is the Hellfire Mark II. Before, he looked a bit derpy. He still looks a little bit derpy, but he's more cool and looks more evil. And
Kieran also worked on the animation. Like it's 10 times better now.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a chicken doing a dance.
Do you know what it kind of looked like? It looked like it was goose stepping before.
Yeah. It channeled his inner fury or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we gave him a complete design overhaul. I moved the guns up. His guns now track properly as well, don't they?
They do, yeah. I found a neat little hack. It's not really a hack. It's a thing in Unity. It's like a rig builder. So it taps into the original animation rig, and you set up constraints, and you pick like a bone or where an armature, and it will automatically track to a target you want to put. And it worked really well because before we were relying on scripts. I think. Well, I had one script that look at player, so it torso rotate. But now I can do it all through this animation rigging because it's really cool.
So the gun pods will also like point towards the target as well, wouldn't they?
Yep.
So the gun pods will track up and down and left and right, and the torso will twist and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's pretty smart. And also, we've added a feature in for this guy and a bunch of other units, which he can be now into combat. Airdropped into combat from the VTOL.
Yep.
Yeah, so expect surprise attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty challenging, wouldn't you say, as well?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's like after you've dealt with other sort of units that have chipped away at your health. Yeah, he's one of your. I think he's one of the first challenges you'll face. You'll be like, oh fuck, this guy hurts.
And also when you blow up like a mech or like a heavier unit, or certain units, you get health drops as well now.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So you encouraged to take these guys on and kill them and get some health back because they will kill you.
They will do.
They will kill you.
I did something earlier. I was testing and I triggered that mech spawn. Also triggered the super heavy tank spawn, and I triggered the big super Goliath mech at the same time. Oh, and the police mech, and I just got obliterated. It's like, oh fuck.
All right, so you mentioned Goliath mech.
Oh, the Goliath mech, yeah.
Here we go. This is Goliath mech.
Yep.
He was originally, if you could flip to the picture of it, we had an idea of a spider mech with 4 legs.
I'll go into the game with that statue we made.
Yeah. So
let me just swap screens quickly. That's the spider mech.
Yeah, that was the original concept for a 4-legged mech, and it was derpy as hell.
It really was.
It was really derpy. So, like, we had an idea. It's like I got really familiar with doing like the IK animations on the legs, and I just completely remade it into a Goliath mech, which we'll show you in a sec. But this one is now repurposed into a statue.
Yeah,
the old one.
What was we doing? We were discussing something else. It was something to do with the game. It's some like, I don't know, game mechanic or something. I don't know, whose idea was it just to make it into a statue? We just started derping around.
Yeah, and it turned out really well.
It did, yeah. It's like, yeah, just keep it in. And later on, I'll show you a little thing we've done to incorporate it. That'll be coming a bit later. So if I swap back to Kieran's screen, right, back onto Kieran.
Yeah, so this is one of the heaviest like mechs you'll encounter in the game, and he is strong and relentless.
Strong.
There's a bit of lore behind him. This thing is originally a mining mech, so you'll find him like lurking around in the wastelands, like firing lasers into the ground, drilling for like rare earth material and that. But the UFSG grabs him, repurposed it because you're getting invaded by the player, and straps some really, really heavy weapons onto it, like this ultra long minigun. And this, what is this one? This one's the repeater, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the repeater is deadly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And he's got a mining laser and a heavy cannon too. Yep. And he's very slow, but how would you describe it? Foreboding?
Yeah. If it gets in the range of you, those repeater, the one we've got in game's got 2 of those repeater cannons at the top, and underneath's got 2 of the miniguns, and it just shreds you.
Yeah. What you can kill him, it is possible. But you will take a hell of a lot of damage doing so. So he's really challenging.
He is.
Yeah.
And also, he's hide behind buildings, top tip.
Yeah, and he'll shoot the buildings down just to
blow
get
the buildings up. Yeah.
He'll blow the buildings up just to like attack you. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He's just like, right.
Exactly.
What next? We've got this one, which I cannot tell you. Redacted. I can't tell you much about him, but you can have a good look because he looks cool.
Does look very cool.
Yeah, he's like probably my favorite like bipedal like mech that I've designed so far.
Yep.
I can tell you about one of his weapons. It's a lightning gun, and he's got a heavy repeater as well, like which is even more powerful than the one on the Goliath.
Yes.
Rail guns and a heavy minigun as well. And he's also got a couple of other weapons, but I'm not going to tell you too much. Yeah, so.
No.
Nah, we can't really like tell you much more about. Yeah, spoilers, redacted.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we go on to the redesign of the player mech.
Yep.
And we've made. We're working on a loadout system for it, which we've done the loadout system.
It's first iteration. It's not a full customization thing, but you can pick between three loadouts for now, but they work. They all work. So it'd be good for the demo. It's good just to test different, what you can do. Like the first one is it's like a balanced build. So you get the minigun, the cannon, flamer and shotgun, and guided missile and dumbfire missile. The second one is the energy build. So that's 2 plasma guns, 2 beam lasers, and 2 flamers. That's hilarious. That's that's become one of my favourites. You just torch everything. It's hilarious.
Everything on fire.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you've added a new stomp mechanic to him.
Oh,
where you
yeah.
can tread on things and squish people.
So if you run out of ammo and you've got loads of soldiers or even like smaller units like bikes, just stomp on them. Just charge at them.
We made, in the future, we will be working towards getting a fully customizable loadout system, won't we?
Yeah, I'm sketching out ideas now how it'll look and work, and I'll give a bit away. It'll be based on like a power system. So you got the power plant, which is your backpack. That's
your power plant.
There's your power plant, and that will pump out like a set amount of energy, and each weapon will have an energy value, and will take up a certain amount of energy. So you can put in what you want, but if you go over the power requirements of the power pack, you'll get negative effects. You get
you'll
debuffs.
get debuffs.
Yeah, exactly. On the flip side, if you go under, you'll get buffs for other things, which we haven't decided on yet. It's all going to be balanced.
I forgot to put on his armor paneling.
Oh, his armor paneling.
Yeah. Never mind. But all the weapons are modular as well, so you can just the theory is you can just switch them out, and the model will update its weapons when you've swapped them in the loadout system.
It pretty much does that now, but it's behind the scenes at the minute. So you select from one to another, and it will turn off, say, the minigun, and then replace it with the cannon. So
and that system is also available on the other mechs too.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Isn't it?
So you won't be just facing the same old mechs at loadouts.
Yeah.
And I could say about the mechs you're seeing now, they're all in game. They're fully animated. All of them are at least fully animated. The Hellfire is working fully with guns.
This one over here.
With its default loadout working. It's working. It works. It
works really well.
Yeah,
it works really well.
The Goliath, same. It's with its default loadout. It's got 2 repeaters. The only thing is with the Goliath, it won't be in the demo, but we want it to do a sort of it'll hunker down if it's taking too much damage, and it'll double its armor. Siege mode.
Yeah, it's sort of he squats down, and then his guns sort of raise above his head, and turns into a turret kind of thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it'll double its armor, and basically run away when it does that.
Yeah.
Brave Sir Robin.
Brave Sir Robin. Yeah. Brilliant.
And Kieran's been busy as well. We're on the same screen. Biomes. So if I show the city biome first, probably makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll swap to my screen.
Yeah.
So this is all in game at the minute. This is on the editor. Come out of a little pod. So this will be the start. The pod comes crashing down, smashes into the ground. And then this is the city. So there's a barracks area there. There's a monorail.
Oh yeah, the monorail.
Oh yeah, that's some hilarious. You'll see it when you play the game. We're keeping it in because it's just so funny. This is the police station. This is one of your objectives.
Police station usually have the light police mechs on a little gantry as well.
They're not that thing there. And then once you've done them, it opens up we call it the London area. There's a story behind that.
Yep.
So if I go from this sort of this entire area, the London area, we took a map from Syndicate Wars
and
overlaid it on the ground.
Heavily inspired.
Sorry, we didn't copy it. We didn't plagiarise it. It's just heavily inspired by it. There's a scaffold in there.
Yeah, we've got new scaffolding, and the scaffolding is going to be used in a way it's destructible, and you'll be able to like you'll see it like blocking off certain bits, but there might be a path around it, and you could like blow up the scaffolding and take a little sneak around or take a little shortcut somewhere.
Yep. It's one of the health systems.
Yeah, that's a health pack.
There used to be a truck there, but I had to take it out for reasons. It was causing all sorts of navigation issues.
Yeah.
This is like what's this, construction site? It's got some damaged stuff in there.
Yeah.
One of the other objectives is these big, huge
orbital guns.
Orbital guns. They have shields on them. I won't say any more about that. You have to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
And then radar station.
Yeah, man. So the idea for the biomes is like you land in the city, and from the city, outside the walls, there's going to be like all the rubbish that's dumped from the city.
Yeah.
So there's the rubbish dump biome what's going to be coming up, and you'll be able to fight in that.
Sort of your speed.
I haven't started the rubbish dump biome. Then after that, it's going to be the Wasteland biome, which I have started like the buildings for. So the Wasteland buildings are going to be like mainly power generators and agricultural hubs.
Yep.
I think that's right, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like in the Wasteland, just after the rubbish tip, you're like in this area, which is pretty well militarized, but it's got like all the power infrastructure for connecting cities and food production.
Yep.
So, well, you saw like we've got. Oh, spun the camera around a bit too fast then. Hang on. So you saw new scaffolding, so that'll be in it, and I've made a wind turbine, which will be fully destructible and animated when it's in the game.
Yep.
And we've got this thing here, which is, pardon me, based on one of them solar reflecting power plants. So these mirrors heat up water in this little tank thing and power something off.
Isn't there one in Fallout?
I think so.
Is it Fallout New Vegas? There's one in there.
I think so.
Well, I don't think it's the same thing. I think it's a super weapon in it. Oh god, it's been so long since I played it.
I think they actually got something like this in the Nevada desert or something.
I think there's one in Greece. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
But obviously, like we've just like made the mirrors really big because you can't have thousands of like tiny little mirrors littering everything, just like if we're planning on making them destructible, it will just get in your computer will set on fire or something.
Trust me, I've pushed the physics engine and I've really set the CPU on fire.
Yeah,
I know my limits.
Even though I'm offloading a lot of like the simulations into Blender, it still gets pretty heavy, doesn't it?
It does, yes. It's still treating each, even though it's like the animation's sorted, it's still treating each individual object as it's not a rigid body, but it's still an entity that hammers your CPU for some reason, which I'm working on solutions for that to try and offload it to the GPU and boring stuff.
And the next one for the Wasteland biome, this is like the agricultural dome and the hub. So people like just imagine like people live and work in this bit, and they go through the tunnels to like the agricultural dome, tend to the plants, or they leave, get in a little truck and go to a tip or something like that. And it's all modular, so you can like extend it out and put more domes down, make it even more like fun to destroy. Isn't it?
Yeah.
And then my last building, you might sort of recognise the profile of it. Can you take a guess?
Could you let us know in the comments? Fucking honestly, had to do it. Why don't you tell us what you think in the comments? So fucking crap that is when people do that. I can see why people do it, but it's a bit cringe.
So I was watching Aliens the other day, if you can't tell,
I thought it was
And,
Ghostbusters 2. Ah.
and I was like, oh, let's pay a little homage to like one of my favorite movies. Like, so I kind of did my own recreation of the atmosphere processor, and this is like basically a what is it? A fusion power plant, what you get to destroy as well.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's about what other biomes. Oh, there's going to be like a heavily militarized zone as well, I think.
Yes. I
Yeah.
think the Wasteland is going to be a more open. So you're not constrained as much as the city. So you'll have
you'll get more freedom.
Yeah, exactly. And also the enemy AI can, probably do more interesting things. Well, to be fair, they at the minute, even on rudimentary AI, and they do some pretty cool stuff. Well, I say cool. they do things you don't expect. It's like, what the hell? He's flanking me. What? I didn't program him to do that.
Yeah, it is surprising sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. But, yeah, so I think the open stuff will be more of a. I'm going to do it. Just be more heavier units, basically.
Yeah.
It'll lend itself to.
A lot more. There will be other little buildings. It won't just be like limited to these big like power and agricultural structures. There'll be like we're thinking of putting little hippie communes down and like things like that to squash the hippies.
Smash them hippies.
Even though they align like ideologically with you, they're still not like pure enough.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah, you kill them anyway.
Yeah, because useful idiots.
Yeah.
That's enough politics. So, we haven't got any dog in this race whatsoever. We're just like, both sides. They're both hilarious.
Bad.
Yeah, both sides bad, and we're mocking it all.
Yeah. Everyone's bad in this game.
Everyone's bad. No shades of grey. Just bad.
Anything else you want to add to about biomes or anything, man?
No, I think that for now, I mean, that's pretty much it. We're still gonna work on stuff, try and come up with more interesting things. Maybe go X. I was gonna say we could go exoplanet, but it would kind of ruin the story a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm thinking far ahead. I'll tell you what you could do. You could jump in an actual ship and it becomes a space flight simulator with all the bells and whistles, like Elite or something. And it'll be like Star Citizen. Yeah, we'll have it ready in like 5 years' time. Like 20 years later.
Yeah, we actually want to get this game out.
We do.
Yeah, we actually do.
It's like, we're not feature creeping. We've got a set of units. We need, a lot of them still need coding in and animating and AI put in, but we're sticking with that. And we might come up with one or two if it's, I mean, we don't know where we are at with how the game's going to progress, how we're going to get it sort of out there. This is the finished product. We're hoping the demo will pique a lot of interest and, just sort of, I don't know, just get people interested, really.
Yeah.
So we're doing this part-time. And we're both spending a lot of time.
It's part-time, and as of, like, was it end of August, we've been working on it for exactly a year.
1 year, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 year. Yeah.
From where we come from, bear in mind, me and Kieran have never, ever done this sort of thing before.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've done the 3D design before, but I've never made games for units for a game or anything, or design for a game.
Cool.
And I've learned so much in a year.
Same.
It's mad. It's absolutely mad. And the journey is really good.
It is. It's I love the fact that you think of something like you're inspired by, you like sci-fi stuff, or inspired by other older games, and you just think, well, let's do it. Let's world build it, and you're literally world building, but inside code. It's amazing experience. And I recommend anyone who's even slightly a geek So have a go at it. Have a go. Yeah. Just simple programming. Learn a tiny bit of simple programming and just do it. It's like, it's really rewarding. You have to stick with it though.
Yeah.
You really have to, and you've got to be patient as fuck as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like we have taken breaks from it, and like it's like if you take too long of a break, you think your motivation's gone, don't you?
You do. It's hard to get back in. And once you do, that's it.
Yeah, once you get back on it, it like gets its claws back into you again, and you're just on it again and again. And I do love playing computer games, but like making this is taking precedent over like that.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Although I've been playing Enlisted. Yeah. Even that's wearing thin now. So,
it's like,
grind.
It's like I'll flick on a game and I'll be like on it for 10 minutes or something, and it's like, right, I'm bored of this now. Back to designing games.
Yep. The good thing is I've been looking at so if I play a game now or see someone playing a game on YouTube, I'm looking at the UI design. I'm looking at simple like the UI, and you drill into it. And it's really in depth. I mean, I've spent fucking ages working on a settings menu. A bloody settings menu.
Isn't it? With drop downs and things.
Yeah, it's like, wow, I've done it. Wow. I've actually finally got it. I say it's semi working. It does things to the game, which is good. Probably not the right things, but just simple things like UI. But the things with UI, it defines what's the style of the game, the look of it.
Yeah.
And also gameplay mechanics as well is very important. We've spent months on different iterations of like how the mech will handle and how the aiming will handle.
It was an absolute nightmare.
I think that's one of the toughest things we did to work
just figuring like how to make the mech walk properly.
Yep.
We only cracked that like
not long ago.
What is it? Not long ago, a couple of months ago. Yeah. We come up with a system where it's got like how many directions? 16 directions or something like that.
16 altogether, but at the minute we're not using all 16.
Yeah,
but we can do. They're there if at the minute it's hard to. There's a thing in Unity for the animation. It's a blend tree system. I won't go into details because you'll be bored. But the way we've got it at the minute, it works pretty well, and it handles really well, and it looks good. It looks better. Well, it looks a lot better than it used to.
Yeah, and, they were like doing all sorts of crazy things before, like
the torso.
Would be doing all these like weird flips and stuff. Like, what?
If you move the mouse towards the mech and right towards its groin area, its crotchal region, it would the torso would just flip out. It'd be like, what the fuck's it doing?
Yeah, it would derp out and like spin around and go upside down and everything.
I was like, this is fine. And Kim was like, no, it's bloody stupid. I'm like, what's wrong with that? It's fine. So I've spent fucking days working on this. But it was Rich, our sound guy. I showed him it and he was like, well, that's a bit derpy, isn't it? I was like, bollocks. I have to change it then. Fuck you all.
Oh, that reminds me of like one of the first sort of like disagreements what we had on the aesthetic of like lighting.
Don't. It wasn't a disagreement. It was me being a fucking idiot. I just couldn't get the concept of like. Kira was like, "Well, you need a light source, right?" I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because how do you see things? Light." I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I had to try and convince you, like, having, like, a global light is a good thing.
I was like, no, we just put point lights all over the place. That'd be fine. Again, we have no idea what we're doing.
It really didn't twig for a little while. And every time we would go on, like, Discord to, like, discuss the state.
You put a global lighting in? No. What are you on about? It looks fine. It doesn't look fine. It's all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, you're right.
I just gave up like asking you after a while.
No, he's not gonna fucking listen. Let him work out for himself.
Yeah, and then after that happened, it was like, right, any decision when it comes to lighting, run it through me first.
I think it's any visual style or graphics is Kieran. I mean, yeah. I'm just a code monkey, right? I'm like an engineer. I just get things, put them together, whack it all like on the keyboard, type shit out. If it works, it works. I don't care what it looks like. The fucking thing works. Kieran will come and go, what the hell is? Like, what are you on about? But, yeah.
What was it? We had like loads of trouble, like getting like the aiming, like feeling good.
Oh, the aiming, yeah.
Yeah.
We tried so many different techniques, and one of them was to aim. I thought it'd be a good idea. You go into this mode, this aiming mode, where it becomes almost like a third-person over-the-shoulder thing. I was convinced that'll work, and I put it in. It was like, this is crap, because you were going from a top down to like a third person. The controls go back to front, and it doesn't make any sense anymore. I was like, oh, bollocks, man! I thought I had it. So I had to.
And also, do you remember, like, we couldn't have, at one point, the mech could only walk forward and backwards and straight left or right. You couldn't actually turn around.
No.
It's like you're going up a road, but you're doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk back down the road.
Or I think we changed it so the torso would twist, the legs would completely twist round to like. How we thought that was good, I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, that's where that new animation system come in, and we actually like
spent time
thinking about it. It's like, right, so you've got like these 16 directions, and you map the legs to like whichever directions you're going in the animation system.
How long did it take me to grasp that concept? You first put it in the animation, and it took me so long to work it out, and I was probably getting annoyed like with myself. I was like, my brain just can't get round it, and then all of a sudden it went like click. Fuck, that's how you do it. And now I'm a fucking whiz at it.
Yeah, because I've got the actual animation framework in place, and looking at it, it looks fine. But when you're like thinking about it, it's like it's a bit mind-boggling, isn't it?
It can hurt your head when you first do it, and it hurt my head.
Yeah, but like I remember like the day that it twigged in your head, you was like, yeah, it's brilliant, I've got it working.
I've got it. And I was like, I'll show you, and you were like, yes. He's got it.
Yeah, that was such a milestone. That was good.
I think that was when we discovered that, it just opened the doors up. So now all the units we're putting in are all based on that, and it's like, it works perfect. But to be honest, I can still tweak it and have it even more granular. So, like the other direction, like you've got reverse, say diagonal forward, but reverse. I could put that in, but the minute it works fine because it's working on the blend tree is actually doing that for you. But I can make it more granular and even more tight looking. But I said we need to get a demo out, and there's so much, I've had to put on the back burner really to get it out.
Yeah, it's in there. The systems are in place. It's just like we need the demo out before we can like start putting this extra like layers of animation and stuff in.
Yeah, because it will be. It's like one of the things. The game will never be ready. Well, the demo will never be ready. And I'm guilty of it now. I keep going to it and just keep tweaking things and mucking around with things, and then I'll look at something and go, oh crap, that could be done better. So now I've had to put a hard stop on anything systems that are major. I'm like, no, leaving it alone, and they'll be dealt with. And the other thing is we need to get the demo out to test how it runs on different PCs, and you know, what people make of the gameplay, whether it's
and get people to break the demo as well.
Break it, definitely break it. Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to. Upload videos of people breaking it in the most hilarious ways. And then, I don't mean set your fucking PC on fire. Like,
I'm going to break the game, throw my computer out the window.
Like a rock star throwing a TV out the window. Well, I broke the game, also I broke my window and my PC. Wow, yeah, that's not what we meant.
Yeah, don't throw your computer out window, please.
Yeah, disclaimer, we're not endorsing that whatsoever. If you do it, video it and send me it, because it'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
man. So I mean, that's pretty much where we are at the minute. And I say we got a Patreon. To be honest, we don't expect anyone to really put any money on it, because we know there's a load of crap that's going on in the world at the minute. Yeah. And to be honest,
money's tight for everyone.
It is really bad, and we don't expect any money off anyone. We don't want any money off anyone unless you're mega rich. Just so happen to bung us like a couple of $100,000, that'd be fine. But that'd be fine.
Isn't it?
But in all seriousness, no, we probably did that Patreon thing. Was probably not good timing, I personally find. But it's there. It's there. It will still be there. So demo wise, it's going to go out to a select few people first.
Yeah.
And you'll all be notified when it's ready. And then we're going to get some feedback from that first, so it'll be like a play test. Possibly probably do some tweets after the feedback, and then the demo will be out there for the public. Are we going to bother charging on Patreon for access to the demo? Should we just give it out?
Just give it out, mate.
Give it out. That's what I reckon. Especially this. This is a passion project. We want people to see what we've done and to enjoy it. So, because initially we're going to say you have to subscribe to Patreon, the lowest tier, to get access to the demo. Nah, just have it.
Yeah, just have the demo.
Just have it. We're generous.
Yeah, there'll be like a thing for submitting feedback, like on the demo as well. You know, like a link or something at the end of it.
Yeah, any bugs you find, just if you got the time to do it, obviously, and give us as much feedback. Maybe what you want to see in the game, what we should do better, what you don't like about it, especially what you don't like about it, what doesn't make sense is always good feedback. Yeah.
Because we're a small team, and it's just basically three of us, and Richard's off doing his own thing, at the minute, isn't it? And like we showing people on a regular basis videos of what we're doing, but like a video is just a video.
You don't get the real feel for the game unless it's sitting in front of you. By the way, I really wanted to have controller support on the demo, but it's not going to happen yet because, long story short, there's some systems in place that the way we've built the game that could have been done a lot better. Now, when we release a demo, that's not going to be indicative of the final game. The final game is going to be built from scratch using the same art assets. Obviously, the models, the code, some of the coding will keep the same, but it's going to be a complete rebuild because this is a concept. So expect
it's a gameplay game concept playable. Playable game concept of what we really want to achieve in the final product.
Yeah, so it's sort of giving you snippets of this is how it'll it'll play along these lines, subject to change, obviously. But I mean, we could completely change it and become like a mech warrior game. You don't know.
We just don't know yet.
We just don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say the other thing is, don't expect it to be feature rich like a modern AAA game because we are nowhere near that level.
We've done this on a budget of about £200. In it,
if that.
Yeah,
I mean, I bought some assets from the Unity store to help.
I've bought a couple of Blender plugins.
We've literally. Oh God, I mean, it's a minefield. You could spend thousands. We can't at the moment. So we just got to do it bit by bit, and hopefully someone will take notice and say, I know what you're doing.
And throw a bag of money at us. That would be nice.
Yes. And we're willing to shill for anything. We don't care. We don't care.
Clubbing seals to death.
Well, yeah, well up for that, yeah. Little bastards, especially the cute ones. You know, the really annoying cute ones? Yeah, smash the fuck out of them bastards.
Seal clubbing holidays. They're great.
Fantastic. We don't endorse that, by the way.
No.
Joking.
Seal, no clubbing seals to death, please.
If this goes on YouTube, Mrs. Wojcinski, whatever her name is, will be fucking all over us.
Isn't it? Fire breathing down our necks, man. It's like, no. Please, Miss Wojcinski.
Please don't hurt us. I think I'll end with, I'm going to show you a quick screen very quickly. This is, so I mentioned the statue thing earlier, the gold statue which we laughed about. So I've had an idea. We thought we'll have a codex where you go around to pieces like that, you scan it, and then it adds to the codex. And I won't linger on this too long, so you can pause it and read the hilarious reasons why there's a spider mech statue. But that's part of the game mechanics as well.
And we made the decision of because we were joking about just bunging a statue in it, and it worked. All the assets, old assets,
ones,
will be bunged in the game as statues and that. Isn't it?
And they'll have a little backstory, and it's like expanding the lore of the codex of it all. I love these signs, man. Fucking awesome. Yeah,
the new police signs look wicked.
Yeah.
It's doing weird things with the alpha texture, though, you know.
Yeah, because it's a text.
It's
literally just a text that I've. It's a happy accident. I managed to get that to work. It's like this as well.
Nice.
But also all these little adverts are going to be all over the place. But yeah, this is the state of it. It's say it's very close.
Yeah, demo's very close.
Very, very close. And I hope you enjoyed what we could show you, and hopefully you'll get to play the demo soon. And, as always,
I think we'll have another update for you in about a month or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, touch wood. I mean, I'm not going to. A demo, hopefully, could be maybe soon. TM, maybe could be out in a month or so. I think what we'll do is probably do another one of these, what do they call them? The kids call them? Vlogs? Sounds like some dodgy turd.
I just pinched off a vlog.
Podcast, is it podcasts are usually live, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, we could do live shit.
Could do.
But I'm scared of doing that because I'll say so. But it'd be pretty good because people could ask us questions live.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And we could give them a bullshit answer.
We'll have to bite our tongues on certain things, though. You know what we like.
We need a button. Too spicy button on my keyboard. No, don't talk about that.
A Sesame Street theme tune while we're having a rant or something.
So anyway, this is going to go up on Facebook, YouTube, and I have to say this because I love the cringe. So smash that like button like I smashed your mum last night. Dying to see that. And just share the video. You know, I mean, it's a real cliche thing to say, but we haven't got any sort of social media traction. Well, we've got a bit. We've got some hardcore followers that like what we're doing. But you know, we want to.
It would really help.
It would. Just anything you could do. Just say, oh yeah, these guys are doing this. They're pretty based and red-pilled and down to earth. They're two blokes who don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, isn't it?
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it's been entertaining. So, any questions, whatever platform we post this up on, ask us there or contact us on a Facebook group. I'll put links in the description. God, I sound like a cringy YouTuber.
You do, don't you?
Links in the description. I've been watching too many YouTube videos, man.
I think you need to go and have a bath in some bleach, mate. Scrub the dirty YouTube off you, man.
Yeah. At least it's not Twitch or OnlyFans. Yeah, so we've been rambling enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's awesome. You guys who followed us on Facebook, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
This is the reason we're doing it. Is we want to just show you guys what we can do and hope want you to enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's enough from me. Kieran, any last words?
No, nothing really. I just hope people like what we're doing and show some support for us, and that would be great.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Exactly.
All right then. Right. I think that's it, don't you?
Yes. Take care, everyone, and cheers. See ya.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.